Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to speak about Korg and their reissue of the classic ARP 2600. Korg came out with an absolute full-sized, full recreation of the ARP 2600 with a few extra goodies to the public just recently, sitting at a hefty price tag of over 3,000 American dollars in a limited edition status. This monstrosity of a classic synthesizer is now available to people who want to take that jump and have that financial capability. Some of the original development minds and hands of the original ARP were behind this recreation project, which is always nice to have in something aiming to recreate or clone. And Korg is obviously shooting towards people who want to own absolute recreations of this machine. But Korg has a long past of creating larger price tagged machines that are kind of limited edition status, while eventually releasing a more slimmed down version to the public for a little bit cheaper long term, without that limited edition status. Do you think that is something they will eventually do to the ARP 2600? I need to thank my Patreons and you, anyone who is actually viewing this content and supporting this channel. My Patreons take the extra step, support me monthly, push my dreams forward, push my content forward, and without them, I wouldn't have as much motivation to get as much into this channel, and thank you so much for that, guys. But even if you don't support me via Patreon monthly, just your views into this content help push this channel forward, and it means so much. And if you want to support this channel other ways, you can also go to Bandcamp and support my channel by buying albums. You don't have to buy albums, though, to get my music. That is 100% optional. You can get my music for 100% free. But either way, any lane of support, thank you so much. Jumping back into Korg in the recreation of the classic ARP 2600, in the possibility that they create a little bit more of a slimmed down, cheaper price tag version long-term to the public. Korg, like I stated before, there has a long history of doing things like that in the past, and this machine would be perfect for that type of setup. You take away the key bed, maybe slim down the size a little bit. I mean, obviously, you're never going to get this thing super small like the size of a Volca or Boutique, but just shrinking down the case a little bit, taking away the keys, and maybe a few other things just to bring down the price tag a little bit. I feel like that's something that Korg could do in the future, and I think it might be a really smart move because I think it's something the public could want. Now, I don't think this will ever be a budget synth coming from Korg, and that's okay, but I really think they could get it down to, the $2,000 price range and releasing it into like a module, a bigger desktop format. Even if that's something that Korg doesn't do, which I honestly really feel they are going to do, just having the option to the people who can afford it to have a full recreation ARP in their studio is an amazing thing, and Korg themselves have started off to an amazing year with NAMM and their releases. Drop your opinions down below, would love to hear it, and as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, in peace.